Hey, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. I know doing well is kind of relative right now. Everyone is kind of in a weird place. I would say the world is in a weird place, and all of us together are in a weird place. And weird, but somehow, with all the craziness that's going on, obviously, with this virus, with the COVID-19 pandemic that we're going through right now as a country and as a world. Um, it it's just something that I think also has created kind of like this phenomenon of, even though we're supposed to be isolated and even though we're supposed to self quarantine, which I hope many of you are, for the most part and as best as you can, doing that, staying home if you can. Um, Hopefully many of you have jobs where you've already been told to be home or work from home. I know not everybody can work from home, and my heart and my prayers go out to those that have to be out in order to continue to be employed, especially those workers that are in hospitals and all kinds of service care positions that are caring for people and helping people through this. So, we tip our hats to all of you out there that do that. But I think for those of us that have the opportunity to stay home, to be home from as much as possible, I know it's been difficult. I know schools are closed for us. As you saw, if you can check out one of my previous videos, my wife and I did a video where we talked about our situation with having to do a quarantine. And you can check out that video to learn more about that. And on my wife's channel, Simply Made Fancy, we kind of explored what our life has been in kind of like a vlog form. So it's over on her channel at Simply Made Fancy. But I just wanted to come on here today because just to kind of talk and just kind of share a little bit of what it's been like for me. I think, like I was saying before, one of the phenomenon that's happened is that we're home, and there's like a freedom to that. Even though we can throw our fists in the air right now and say, we're Americans, and yet our freedoms are being taken away. We're being told to stay home, and we're being told we can't do this and we can't do that, and the government is basically telling us what to do because it's for our protection. But there's also a freedom to the idea that we don't have to be out. We don't have to do those things. Like, the things that we're missing out on right now that are social things, the sports and the going to the movies and the socializing and going out, the things that don't pertain to our livelihood, the things that we just do because we're bored at home most days and we need to go out and do something. Those things, I feel like the fact that they've been hindered or taken away for the most part has created this almost refreshing freedom to not have to worry about that stuff. And because the focus is on our loved ones and our health and our well-being, we have been forced, and it's a good thing, to really think about others and to take care of ourselves so that we can be able to take care of others. I mean, I'm a father of 3. As you know, if you're new to this channel, I have videos on here where it's just our family vlogs, our family adventures, and there's other types of videos as well. But for the most part, it's kind of like the things that I do with my family. I'm constantly video recording them, and I'm constantly taking photos. And that's who I am. I like gear. I like photography. I like filmmaking. I like all that stuff. And my sons love that I love that, and I love that they love it as well. And but being home with them and having to do school at home, I mean, we become homeschooling parents now. Everyone has become a homeschool parent now, where everyone would raise an eyebrow at that. And, we just watched a movie last night on Disney Plus called Stargirl, And it's basically about a girl who was homeschooled her whole life and goes to high school for the first time and breathes new life into everyone she meets in this high school. And I just thought that was interesting. What a interesting time for that movie to be out, where we're all getting a taste of what it is to homeschool. But anyway, I say all that to say this, that it's been an interesting experience, to say the least. But it's been a very, not easy, stressful, and, we have our ups and our downs and our good days and our bad days with our boys. They're very rambunctious, and stress level and patience has been tested at all times, it seems. But at the same time, it's been really good just to really be home and spend time with them, like quality time, like forced quality time, but good quality time. And it's it's been a true blessing. I am fortunate that I have a job that basically I can work from home, and I have been. But I've also been helping with the schoolwork and helping, with all the housework and all the things that we need to do to keep our home going. And thankfully, we have been able to, go out and get food. And obviously, the thing that we miss the most is being able to hang out with our family and our friends. But at the same time, it's also opened up a way for all of us to really reach out to each other a lot more. I think you can see on Instagram, there's like so many people on Instagram now that are like doing live streams constantly. Like there's constantly live streaming going on. Churches are doing online services, which I think is an amazing thing, which, it's long overdue for many churches to do that. And we're reaching out more. We're FaceTiming. We're using Zoom, and we're using WhatsApp, and we're using Skype more, and we're connecting with people, and we want to see people. We don't want just a text back and forth. We're calling people. We're, doing video chats with them. So as much, and I jokingly said this to my coworker, we've been training for this for a long time. We've become so antisocial and so into ourselves for such a long time that now, now the world is saying, no, stay home, be isolated. But we can't do that. We have to reach out to people. We have to constantly, content creators, I follow so many like Peter McKinnon and Maddie Lapoya and Cody and so many others that are now pumping out content and have become almost like daily vloggers again because they're home. So it's a way for them to kind of stay creative and stay doing things. I have been focusing so much on my wife's channel at Simply Made Fancy that I haven't really focused so much on this channel. Plus, we have another channel that I do with my sons, Jedi Toy Masters, which is kind of like our kind of like Star Wars geek culture channel where we post stuff on there. And I'll link all this stuff below. But anyway, all that to say, I just wanted to come on here and say, I hope you're all doing well. And I hope we take advantage of this situation in that we can just breathe. Like, just breathe. That we can take time to, if faith is very important to you, if you have a relationship with God, now is the best time to have copious amounts of quiet time with God in prayer, in meditation, and reading His Word. If you don't, if that's not your thing, that you would just take time to just be still, to just be quiet, meditate in your own way, and center yourself. Not to sound too hippie here, but it is what we need as people so that we can be grounded, so we can be centered, so that we can, when the dust settles, because it will, and when we go out there again, let's not be the same like we were before this happened. We should be better. We should be better. My hashtag for these last couple of weeks has been faith over fear. But I think my new hashtag is better. Be better. We just need to be better. And starting now. Not wait until they say you can go back to school, you can go back to work, we can go back to the parks, we can go back to our sporting events, we can go back to the movies, we can go back to the bars. Let's be better now. Let's start now and be better. So, That's all I had to say. I'm going to post another video also because obviously I don't want to put it in as part of this video because this video's already gone too long. But I want to post another video because during this whole quarantine, I turned 40. My 40th birthday happened, and we had a nice dinner with my family, and my sons, with my wife's help, made a really cool video for me, and I've watched it so many times now, and I just got to put it out there. So if you like this video, if you watched it this far, thank you. And again, let's be better. Let's do better. Let's reach out to each other. Let's take care of each other. And I hope you stick around and check out the next video because you'll get a kick out of the video that my boys made because I think it was really special, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So that's it. Hope all is well, guys. Be good. God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.